Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this Black Rocket stream. Once again, we have another round of Battle Royale coming at you. This time, we're going to be seeing more competitors from the College of Southern Maryland. This time, we have about 16 competitors, so we will be seeing 2 different matches, each with 8 players. It's going to be a huge free-for-all, and the top 3 are going to move on to our finals show match. Very exciting indeed.
Definitely.
Alright, so just before we get started here, we already have everyone in the match and ready to go. But before we get started, of course, if you're watching us here live on Twitch, make sure to give us a follow at twitch.tv/BlackRocketLLC. And if you can't catch us live, make sure to catch up on all of our awesome clips and highlights over on YouTube at youtube.com/BRPClips. And last but not least, as always, thank you so much to our sponsor, Simply PHP. For all of your custom web programming needs, choose Simply PHP. Alright, so we have all of our players in the match here ready to go. We're going to go ahead and get that started now. And in just a second, we will be seeing our randomly generated biomes. And immediately we see the bridge. Dave, I think earlier you mentioned something about that bridge. Yes. Something about a student of yours creating that or something like that. Could you explain?
Yes, one of my students, going back a few weeks ago, created the bridge that you see right over there. So he's got a bunch of hiding spots in there with treasure chests conveniently packed in there, and he's got the top level up for sniping, and you can also use it for hiding and sniping out accordingly. Very, very, very good for getting vantage points, and if you can get somebody to climb up there, great for strafing also.
Awesome, very cool. Well, we're going to be dropping in right here, and immediately we see Reed dropping into that low valley area, grabbing some of these chests for themselves. JJ4 going to be dropping in this slightly more mountainous area with the castle. Going to be looking for some chests quickly. We're going to be sliding all the way over to Messi over here. Messi going to be going in through this little army-like area. I think you mentioned something about this map as well.
Yes, this is another map that was created by another student of mine. Has a nice little post-apocalyptic theme to it. But yeah, that was definitely fun just watching us put that one together.
Beautiful, awesome, and Ninja Master going to be grabbing a chest for themselves as well here. Sorry, Ninja, it doesn't look like you're allowed on Twitch anymore though, so I'm not even sure if this stream is viable anymore. Let's go ahead and take another look at Reed over here. Gonna be racing through this nice little graveyard area, grabbing a chest, nice out in the open, really easy. Oh, there we go. Maybe opting not to go for that chest. We're gonna take a look over here. We have Lee, and Cirillo here, maybe getting into a quick little firefight. AC on the chase here. Doesn't look like Lee is that keen to being chased, though. Gonna be hiding in the tree. I like this hiding spot a lot.
We have a firing going on over here.
AC going to be firing down at something else seemingly. Lee now on the chase here. They're going to be going into a quick close combat encounter.
Seems like it's a fight for the higher and lower grounds, trying to find something to block themselves while returning.
AC going to be taking a lot more shots here, and Lee trying to get those shots to connect. Is it going to be enough? And we are going to see Lee eliminated here. Very nice play by AC.
Great strafing.
Oh, looks like we have another fight going on over here between Ninja and Messi.
Oh.
A lot of shots going off right now. Not really too sure. Messi going to be on the retreat now. Ninja going to be recouping over here in the corner.
Gotta watch out for that scatter shot. Definitely hits a lot of areas. Look out.
Absolutely a very threatening weapon to be up against indeed. Ninja now opting to whip out the orb shot. Messi going with the burst here now. Emreed and JJ4 off in the distance. Ninja now opting to go back into the snowy biome here a little bit. Going to be backing up. Need to be careful that there's no opponents behind him, though, which there are not. Ninja using the trees to the advantage here. I like this a lot. Using the mountain as a little bit of a vertical standpoint. That orb, need to be careful, though. The orb does not have as much reach as Ninja might be thinking. Messi opting for the retreat, looking to engage in a whole nother fight over here. Now we have AC and JJ4. This could be bad for one of our competitors. Messi looking like they're about to get pincered here. JJ4 starting off with the shots. Gonna get, unfortunately, pushed into the zone.
Here comes a storm.
AC's gonna get pushed out into the storm as well. JJ is gonna get pincered out there. And unfortunately, we're gonna lose a little bit here. We're gonna get thrown into the storm as well.
And they're about to fall into the pit. Oh!
AC going down to a nice spread of shots from Messi. Now Ninja trying to take some shots at Messi while they're regaining their senses here. Need to be careful of that storm because that's going to be doing a lot of damage. Power now engaging on Ninja and going to take him out. That is Power, Mini Messi, and Reed look like our top 3 competitors at the moment. Let me see and make sure. That is right. These are our top 3 competitors right now, but we are going to see just who wins this one. Could be a very close one indeed. Messi opting to switch out some wands here, trying to make sure the arsenal is as strong as possible. Power holding the heart wand, definitely a strong weapon indeed. Looks like we might get a little bit of a fight here. Messi taking some of the opening shots. Power looking for that opening to try to sneak through the spread of magic.
It's really wise of Power to be taking cover in a situation like that.
Absolutely. Going to be grabbing this chest here. Does Messi initiate the chase? No, they do not. While Power is regaining some power. Looks like actually Messi might be on the chase, but we might see a vertical chase here, spinning to the left, and noticing Power's down there. Messi is now going to engage right over top of Power. We're going to see how this match rolls out. Definitely going to be a close one. Messi getting really close to that scatter shot right now. Is Power going to be able to turn around in time?
Will Power still hold the power after the scatter?
We will see both players opting to use that scatter wand. Definitely dangerous. Oh, and it looks like Messi is actually going to get taken out by Power. A very nice fight.
Power kept the power. That's awesome.
Very, very good. All right, taking a look over at Reed over here. We are hiding in a corner right now. It is now Emreed versus Power. We are going to see what the storm does to force these players to actually fight.
Looks like Reed better move. That storm is starting to move in.
Same with Power here. Looks like both players are really going to actually have to change their positioning in order to pick up another advantageous position before engaging with the other. Power pushing in now. Emreed looks like we're going to have to build to get up over this, or maybe not. We're just going to jump to victory, and we will find a way over this wall. But will getting over the wall allow him to take a nice position before having to fight Power? Emreed going to be firing off some warning shots here. Shots are going to go right through those gates nicely, but does Power realize? Emreed now maybe opting to take a sneakier approach here. From Power's point of view, it looks like we have spotted Emreed. We are going to see who takes the final victory here in our first match of Battle Royale. Power opting to use that nice charge shot on the scatter wand. So when you charge it up and let it go, the bullets spread smaller than they would if you just left click once. Alright, switching over to the orb wand here. Going to try to charge up a few power shots. Maybe take out Emreed in one fell swoop. Power now opting to lean towards the storm here. Definitely a dangerous spot for both players. We're going to see exactly how this firefight turns out. Emreed going to be dodging a lot of these bullets, putting the pressure on Power, really, even though Power has the...
Now, is this going to be a game of numbers or patience that ultimately wins this bout?
Absolutely. Power definitely looking to be dangerously close, and now the storm is moving in. We're going to see how they choose to make their moves. Looking like we had a retreat. Emreed is going to have to be on the chase here to try to take down Power.
The storm is closing in again.
Power going to get closed in by the storm. Going to have to sneak through these gates here. Emreed need to be careful, getting a little bit close to the storm.
Power using the mountain to her advantage.
A quick little
caught
slip.
in the storm a little bit.
Definitely going to be a little bit weaker, opting for the scatter wand, and that is going to be the victor to Power. A very nice set of plays. We saw a lot of interesting exchanges and a lot of nice fights come out. Definitely a really great showcase of the power of some of these wands. But give us just another 30 seconds and we'll be back with match 2. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back once again with our next round of players here. We're going to see what strategies these guys use to maybe show us a little bit more of their experience and show us why that they deserve to be in the top 3 of that final 6 match. We're going to go ahead and load in right now and maybe discuss some strategies that we might see. What do you think in terms of like wands that the players like to lean towards the most, that you've seen at least?
I see a lot of students leaning towards the orb with the charge shot. Don't forget about your secondary fire, folks, on the right mouse button. It definitely comes in handy and it throws a few little surprises in the way.
Definitely, and especially with that orb wand, it creates a much larger orb that deals way more damage than a regular orb shot does, so that can definitely be helpful and turn the tides of battle in your favor. Alright, and as I mentioned in the last game, the scatter shot does have an alternate charge fire as well. That creates a much denser form of bullets, and they scatter less. So that takes aiming into concern. However, it does really power up your charge wand, or your scatter wand, excuse me.
Yes, any concentrated fire can deal some heavy damage, definitely.
Right. All right. So now we see we have David over here already grabbing, using the build wand to grab some energy early. We see Beaver traversing the desert diamond deposit area over here. We have Alex running around, seemingly no wands just yet. We have RLE with an orb wand over here. Looks like we're actually going to see an engage against Shade here. A nice early fight. Oh, unfortunately, Shade is just going to back right off the map, and that is going to be a takedown for RLE. Very, very nice. Actually, an incredibly smart play to pressure a player while they're on the edge of the map. We have Dogs over here. Looks like they have a wand already. We have Cotton, seemingly no wands yet, but we are going to see a little bit of a mix-up with Alex over there. Cotton going to opt to run away. A totally fine strategy this early on in the game.
Gotta stay out of the way as good as possible.
And now we see David building away at something along the lines of a sky base. Very nice. Alright. Looks like Beaver might be a little bit stuck on the terrain here, maybe trying to jump out of this huge desert pit. That's gonna take a second.
No, if you don't have a good vantage point, it's great to build your own.
Absolutely. We're seeing RLE scale this volcano here. Oh, there is a chest in there, but it seems to already have been taken. Unfortunate. Alright, looks like we now see Dogs making the approach on this sky bridge here. But it looks like whoever was building it decided that they would just jump away because it's going to draw a lot of attention to them. Seeing Cotton here finally get their hands on a chest. Very nice. Seeing David take some shots at the sky bridge here. Maybe not noticing all of the opponents in front of him, and David just going to get absolutely wiped out. Now Beaver's going to be engaging with Dogs here, looking like Beaver does not have a wand to fight back. Oh no, he does, but is it going to be enough? Wow, actually it will be. And Beaver is going to be the victor in that quick encounter. A very nice, flow of events for him. Turning out that he didn't get... Well, he kind of got caught for standing still and taking some of those pot shots at the sky base, but then it wound up that he, didn't get punished at all because he won the firefight.
It seems on this map, the aerial advantage definitely works for the layout of the land that we have right over here.
Definitely. All right, looking like Cotton is going to be draining some energy here. Very nice. We see Alex over here just moving around in this nice hilly biome, looking to grab more chests, get some energy. Looks like these players might actually be building some stuff. And speaking of building, I didn't even speak too soon. We see RLE already starting on the next skybase. But needs to be careful though. The storm is approaching, albeit a little slow at the moment. And it has stopped for the time being. So we will see what happens as the storm approaches. Also, it seems there's a floating llama off into the distance. There it is.
Yes, there is.
Hello, floating llama. Alright, so we'll take it back over to here to where Cotton is. Cotton is also building something now. In this part of the game, if the game actually does wind up flowing into something amongst the lines of a skybase battle, it's definitely going to come down to which players are able to fortify their structures faster. And it looks like RLE over there is already working very hard to get a structure down. Maybe we're going to see some walls soon. But Cotton trying to find the right level of verticality to make sure that the rest of their base stays safe. We now see Alex coming in from the side as well. Going to be building up towards that llama. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to reach it though, especially unless they want to dive into the storm here. Which it might be contemplated right now.
Looks like Cotton has a nice vantage point. If she can catch the right angle, just may be able to get a few well-aimed shots in.
That's right. Looks like RLE has spotted Cotton, though. It might be time. I'm not sure if RLE is going to sit on the defensive and Cotton is going to go aggressive. we will see in just a second here. This is actually a really nice mountain to have under control for yourself, especially because you don't actually have to build it. Alright, we see Alex, we see Beaver on the ground here trying to make their way up to the sky base where everyone else is. Alex is nice over there, safe in the distance. It looks like Cotton has actually opted to jump down now, with RLE just extending their aerial superiority. Cotton actually smart to notice that there was a chest here that was totally unclaimed. Gonna go down and grab that for themselves. Very smart. RLE now expanding the reach of the Sky Fortress up here, while Alex is making their way over to maybe punish RLE for not having the most fortified base. Oh, and it looks like the storm is pushing in here, so RLE might be out of energy, and if they are going to be forced down onto the ground into ground combat with the opponents, and it looks like that is going to be the case. So our ground players right now actually seemingly pretty spread out.
Looks like we have a standoff between RLE, Beaver, and Cotton.
Cotton, I don't think has noticed any of the shots yet. Beaver definitely looking towards Cotton. RLE pushing behind. Cotton looking like there might be a pincer here. Beaver chasing away. Cotton gonna turn around and get eliminated by Beaver. Very, very nice play. Beaver now going to engage with RLE, and we're going to see how this one plays out. Beaver opting for the burst. RLE going to be switching wands in between here, and RLE is going to be our victor for that one. So now we have RLE and Alex left, and we are going to see if Alex ever decides to come down from this sky base.
Storm is starting to close in again.
All right. Alex opting to jump down here. Gonna find RLE and bring the fight directly to him. Let's see what happens. Alex leading off with some of the nice first shots here. RLE gonna be immediately countering with the scatter wand, and that is going to be round 2. Very nice. So give us just 1 second. We will get our top 6 players back in the lobby, and we will be right back with more Battle Royale action. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so sorry about that. We seem to have a quick game crash on our end, which unfortunately caused us to lose access to the lobby that the players were in. But we are now back in with the 3 players that were remaining. We have RLE, we have JBeaver, and we have Mini Messi. So right now, we're going to go ahead and relaunch that match, and the last 3 players that were standing are going to battle it out for the top 3 spots. Alright, gonna be loading in. Of course, the map is going to be different. This happens every time. But, I don't know. Unfortunately, sometimes game crashes do happen. That is absolutely a thing in the development world. Nothing is perfect, but we are trying to give you the most perfect broadcast possible. Alright, so, what do you think is going through these players' heads now? Even though we have to kind of reset a little bit, regroup, you know, readjust. What do you think is going through these players' heads?
Like anybody else who's just been yanked out of something suddenly, it's definitely a surprise, a bit of a shock. And now the question is, how can they keep their composure? Can they keep cool, take out their opponents? And that's what we're going to see right now.
Alright, I like the strategy RLE is using, immediately rushing towards this huge drop of wands on the map here. Mini Messi going to be rushing over to a chest right now. Very nice. JBeaver as well, grabbing a chest for themselves. Nice to see 2 potions there. Those will be helpful once we get to the late game. But I'm very interested to see whether or not these players have the mental composure to bring this game all the way to the late game, or just try to rush each other and immediately end it now. Alright, Messi on the edge of the map here, looking for more chests, trying to get some more of that good loot from earlier. Messi did have a pretty nice setup. Yes, hello. Thank you for the emote, my friend. Looking cool. Alright, now we see JBeaver running over into this little army rural area. Trying to get some chests. Is there a chest in that building? There is. JBeaver is going to go ahead and grab it for themselves. A nice potion or 2 to keep yourself prepared for the late game. Now we see RLE once again grabbing some of this building material. We could see a prolonged match thanks to this player's building skills.
I believe what RLE is trying to do is to gain a vantage point, because some of this map is a little bit flatter and some of this map actually has some vantage points. So getting the higher ground will definitely give you a one-up on the
Definitely, I absolutely agree. And especially taking a look at the landscape of the map right now, if the zone decides to close in on this side, we can definitely see a lot of building taking place. But if it closes in on more of this side, the players kind of already have places to hide and things to hide behind, as well as hills to maneuver up and down. Alright, taking a quick look at Messi here. Just going to be grabbing some energy for themselves as well. RLE going to be working hard at building all the way up to the tops of these towers. And then we're going to see Jay Beaver off to the side here grabbing another chest in this nice little lily pad hut area that is totally secluded from the rest of the map. Alright. Once again, we return to RLE. As we see, the player has now decided to take over the buildings in this area. But let's take a quick peek at where the storm is at. And it looks like it may actually favor him somewhat well.
I think it will. I mean, he's got a good vantage point right now, and he's built some great cover, and I think that's going to be to his advantage.
Alright, so now we see Jay Beaver approaching in from the one opening that this place has. RLE looking like they are getting into position, waiting for Jay Beaver to approach. Can we see a quick firefight before Jay Beaver is able to pick up too many of these wands? Well, looks like RLE actually has not spotted Jay Beaver. Maybe they have, maybe they have not. RLE just opting to be passive right now.
Can Jay Beaver perhaps scale what was just created by RLE, get up there and quite possibly dethrone him from his own tower?
That would be incredibly impressive, especially because a lot of this building actually has no way up unless Jay Beaver has the energy to place some building down himself.
Could quite possibly go up that slant, maybe jump onto the other building, and then maybe get onto those other platforms.
Maybe so. We will see what happens as we go back right into the action here. RLE still not noticing Jay Beaver is inside the base here. Mini Messi going to be off grabbing some energy for themselves like we saw earlier, going to be building up, trying to see where these opponents are. And if we take a quick look to the right, Messi will absolutely see what is going on over there in that secluded area. Looks like all of these players are just grabbing as much energy as possible. They're going to be building. I definitely like the approach here from Mini Messi. If they have a lot of energy, they can really make an impact on RLE and this side of the map.
Looks like Messi is trying to close that gap as quick as they possibly can. They do have an even higher vantage point, which is definitely good. Oh, and Messi got some firing going on over here. Let's see if we can...
However,
it's
unfortunately,
that
wand will not reach to these structures right now, and RLE is using the rest of their energy to just build all the way up to the top of the map as quickly as possible.
Looks like they're trying to close the distance, though. Get some more of this tournament going. So,
like
and Beaver's coming from behind right now.
Jay Beaver absolutely about to make the surprise play. Is he going to be able to turn around? RLE going to fall down just a tad. Jay Beaver's going to have the opportunity to turn around. Who's going to fire the first shot? It's Jay Beaver. Need to be careful, though. That scatter shot can break the rainbow underneath.
Oh, and Beaver falls off.
Unfortunately, going to be falling off the structure here. RLE is going to need more energy to recreate the structure that he has so powerfully been standing upon this whole time. Jay Beaver going to be grabbing those chests that RLE opted to not grab earlier. Mini Messi just setting up the structure here, going to have a complete aerial advantage over RLE, and here comes the storm right now. Mini Messi needs to continue building in. RLE is actually going to get caught out there in the storm. RLE's not going to be able to break through, going to be forced to turn around on his structure, and now Mini Messi is in control of everything. Jay Beaver making the approach here. Does Mini Messi know, though?
I think Mini Messi is too focused on RLE at the moment.
RLE falling down. Jay Beaver using the scatter shot to break some of the structure. RLE and Jay Beaver are absolutely fighting right now. Jay Beaver gonna be affected by some really weird physics, actually. Mini Messi and Jay Beaver gonna be falling down, and RLE is still standing strong and tall atop this tower.
anybody getting enough shots to actually take their opponents out.
It seems very close right now, especially with the storm closing in this much. RLE had to have called this zone so early in order to get this setup to even work. Right?
Storm is closing in.
What will Mini Messi do? Mini Messi going to be caught for a little bit here. Going to rush back in, but is there enough room to stand on the ground without having to fight Jay Beaver or be jumped on by RLE? Mini Messi going to be trying to build something here. Going to be climbing on up. A very nice build right now, actually. Opting to use build coverage to cover the head.
But the storm is closing in.
RLE needing to jump down now. Mini Messi needs to realize that RLE is right behind. RLE going to be using the scatter shot, and the scatter shot is going to accidentally break the floor beneath. RLE is now on the hill underneath, and Mini Messi has absolutely no idea what's going on. RLE going to appear from the side, digging into Mini Messi with some of those scatter shots. Going to be on the chase now. Mini Messi trying to run away on the build, taking some orb shots. Not going to be turning around. RLE is still in an advantage state right now. Mini Messi going to be using the orb wand to break the structure.
Now we have a standoff.
The nice scatter wands are coming out from both players, but will either wand projectiles be enough to take out the enemy?
I think the bigger question is, will both of them ever close the gap, or are they going to keep running away from each other?
That's right. And in the meantime, where has our other players gone? Yeah, Jay Beaver is up here all the way at the top, just waiting for the other two to duke it out so that he can take the win for himself. This is absolutely phenomenal play, and this is what I meant when we always talk about how strong and influential building can be, and this is the kind of thing that we want to see. RLE climbing right up Jay Beaver's structure. Jay Beaver immediately retaliating. The ground is now broken between them. Are we going to see one of them take the victory here? Jay Beaver landing a ton of shots, and RLE is going to be taken down. Now the last two standing is Jay Beaver and Mini Messi, but does Jay Beaver have enough energy to build higher as Mini Messi is forced to suffer in the storm?
Right now, if I was in Beaver's shoes, I would sit here and try to take advantage of the height.
Oh, but it looks like he's just going to jump right down immediately engaging on Mini Messi, and Jay Beaver is going to be the one who wins the match today. Very, very nice play from everyone across all of the matches. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am so proud to see how far this game has come and how strong these players are actually getting. This is an incredible sight to see. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're watching here live with us on Twitch, make sure to give us a follow at twitch.tv/BlackRocketLLC. And if you're catching these as highlights, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/BRPClips. And last but not least, as always, thank you so much to our sponsor, Simply PHP. For all of your custom web-based programming needs, choose Simply PHP. Dave, do you have anything else to say before we go?
Awesome match, folks. Don't forget about our tournaments on the weekends with Assembly. Definitely rock those. All right, guys? Have a great one.
Thanks so much, guys. See you next time.